Hey folks, Kat here from MeWow Marketing. A quick one today, unless I get passionate, of course, which, let's face it, I usually do. So today we're talking about storytelling marketing. That's the theme for the week, and why it's quietly the most powerful shift you can really make in your business. So this is the second in a row of the newsletters I've done that's about storytelling marketing. I just didn't feel like I could quite let it go yet. Sorry about the printer in the background. It's always the way. We're live, so yeah, there's lots of people that have access. Well, one other person that has access to my printer, so forgive the noise in the background. So this is a really important topic to me. Storytelling marketing is really where I think a lot of businesses can really make a difference. And for me, it's really an essential part of marketing. So why should this really matter to you? Why do I keep banging on about this? So really it's about the fact that you've built something real. You have a business, you're helping people, you're adding value, you're proud of the work you do. But if the right people aren't reaching out to you, there's usually a reason. One reason, really, that they just don't quite get what you do or why it matters so much. And that's not a pricing problem. It's not a visibility problem. It's a story problem. You're not saying the wrong thing. You're just not saying it in a way that best fits the clients that you want to work with and in a way that they can connect with. So why me? Why am I talking about this? I've worked with big banks. I've managed £1 million plus campaigns. But the moment that everything changed for me was in a conversation with a smaller SME business owner who was on the edge of just giving up. And he wasn't struggling because he lacked skills or effort. He was doing all of the things, and he was super, super skilled at what he was doing. He didn't know how to talk about what he did in a way that resonated with the people he wanted to work with. That's when I knew in my gut that marketing isn't really about saying more or doing more or being more visible. It's about saying the right things to the right people, ideally at the right time. So why am I talking about this again? It's the fact is that storytelling cuts through the noise. When you shape your messages around what your client's journey is, not your process, people start to feel something and start to resonate and actually connect. They trust you faster, they value your offer more, even before you've explained it, and they stop saying, I'll think about it, or let me get back to you. So one of my clients was just chucking everything at the wall. LinkedIn posts, blogs, emails, live streams, webinars, but nothing was landing. So we rewrote his story to make it more human and more relatable, and really to show him as an expert in his field, not through like studying or third-party knowledge, but actually firsthand living it and being in his client's shoes and coming out the other end. So we rewrote his story, just made it juicier, really added all of the human connection elements to the story. And inquiries started to come in, and that's the power right there of getting this storytelling marketing element right in your business. Why am I talking about this now? And why do I keep banging on about it? Basically, your ideal clients are busier than ever, more distracted than ever by all the noise, and more cautious than ever before. Okay. And they are getting more of those things every moment of every day. So if your message doesn't land quickly, they've moved on. You have a moment with them, and that moment needs to count. It's not about being louder or saying or more, being out there more often. It's really about being clearer, laser focused and clear. So every month you spend unsure about what part of your story isn't working, or which story to tell, or how to tell your story, is another month where better fit clients aren't finding you. Your ideal, most best fitting clients are going to miss you. And that's really the cost of doing nothing. So why me and no one else? Why am I standing up and saying something about what I'm doing? There's a lot of marketers out there. Some are loud, some are really technical, and some are selling overnight success and silver bullets and templates that will miraculously transform your business into a money-making machine. But if you really want clarity and you want empathy and you want a plan that actually works in the real world, then we should talk. I'm not about any of those other things that you've heard about before. Marketing takes work, and there are specific foundational elements of marketing that need to be worked on in order for those inquiries to start flooding in. And it's not really about inspiring someone. It's not about inspiration, really. It's about implementation and actually getting the work done. So I'll wrap up now. If this has hit a nerve in any way, or even sparked a question, you're probably closer than you think to fixing it. Let's find out what the missing piece is of your marketing in a free insight session with me. We'll look at your current marketing message, pinpoint what's landing, and map out the first next steps to telling the story your clients actually need and want to hear from you. So if you'd like to, there's a link. Yes, there's a link at the bottom for you to book an insight session with me. It's also in my bios, should be anyway. But if you can't get hold of it, then just direct message me. I'll be more than happy to set that up for you. So, and no pressure, no hard selling, just clarity. Have a great day, folks, and I'll see you on the next one.